did not know at the time of my youngest birth, but since have researched the origin of his name, Damien, Damion, or similar variations, and I found that Damien, Damian, is a historic name that means to tame or subdued. It is derived from the Greek word daiminos, which can mean master, overcome, or conquer. And I wholeheartedly believe that it was with God's grace that I named my son Damien. And with that in mind, I say to you, I have pondered the question, why do teachers teach? As my son is struggling to be seen at his school, I have asked myself as a teacher, how can you not see a child that is in need, or whatever the situation may be? In this case, just struggling to be their authentic self because your school lacks inclusion, equity, and diversity. I pose the disposition that we should concede that not all teachers can teach. In my piece, A Black Man's Journey, and here I am faced again with the same reality. Why do teachers teach? I used to believe it was because they believed, as Whitney. Remember, the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. But now, as a mother, it rings clear to me that I cannot recall a teacher ever asking me what it was that I wanted to be, a doctor or someone solving math theories. Isn't that the task, to produce productive members of society? Or are they there to sit in judgment of who that should be? I am starting to believe the latter, and if so, that's why most of those that succeed don't look like me. Now, as a mother, I should advocate for my son's relevancy, but I go to attend a teacher meet and greet, and the teacher asks me, will my husband be joining me? Or I request my son to be transferred because of the bullying and it is denied. Why doesn't the decision reside with me? I almost need someone advocating for me. Now, when my son has a slip in a grade, of course it can't be from all the adversity. He doesn't grasp the materials. Well, there will be no prescribing a pill, then telling him to just sit here, numbing him to all his possibilities. You are a teacher, so teach. Hence the curiosity of why a teacher teaches. I'm not talking about all teachers. For the best of you, I don't believe you can be paid enough. But for the rest, please ask yourself, why do I want to teach? The school systems are outdated, true, but the best of you manage to do the best with that, true. Schools are not teaching financial literacy or America's true history. The classroom has just become a crash course on how cruel and violent the world can be. School is a child's introduction into society. It is outside of the world that their family has created. So, are they taught that they can be treated fairly or find solace in a teacher's empathy? There will be a lesson they can learn to carry with grace, and if not, a lesson to be used to carry out their hostility. Their experience can be aspirational, and they can believe and achieve, or feel there is no place and no hope for a future, and carry the weight of the world on their shoulder, wreaking havoc towards anyone and anything in their vicinity. The first thing a teacher teaches is a child's perception of how things will be based on their race, sex, or belief. I won't call it racism, but it seems this is what it could possibly be. I had raised a child that didn't see anything in another child other than a friend, someone to play with and discuss the happenings on Disney. No talk of race, gender, or any of the things until he walked into a building that fostered the negative outlook on the ever changing demographics of society. Only then did he maybe think that his skin color differentiated him. Not if he was kind, smart, or funny. None of that is seen. And that is when God's grace is seen. I told my son of the origin of his name, showed him the pages so he could see conquer, overcome, master, and I added defeat. So I said, "You are armored in love. You will be all right." But I have pondered the question, why does a teacher teach? Have you?